Chicago has the perfect partner for Angel Reese, but Minnesota stands in their way. The Sky need to fill the spot left empty by Chennedy Carter's departure. Angel Reese needs help, and the Chicago Sky know it. Despite the stellar performance of the rookie, the team fell short of making the playoffs. That's why management is looking to bring back one of its former stars, Courtney Vandersloot. However, to achieve this, they'll have to snatch her from one of their great rivals. Vandersloot spent 12 seasons with the Sky and was a fundamental part of the team that won the WNBA championship in 2021. After her departure from Chicago, the shooting guard played with several teams, primarily in European leagues. In 2023, she returned to the WNBA with the New York Liberty. The 15-year veteran signed a 2-year deal with the Liberty, which ended when the team lifted the championship trophy last September. Analysts have pointed to several destinations for Vandersloot, but two seem to have an advantage: Chicago and Minnesota. The Lynx have a spot for Vandersloot. Journalist Mitchell Hansen explained in an analysis for Canis Hoopus that Minnesota is looking for reinforcements to help them win the title that New York snatched from them in 2024. According to Hansen, the team has its sights set on Alyssa Thomas, Emma Miesemann, and Vandersloot. The shooting guard is looking for a starting position after being a backup star for the Liberty, but she also wants a team that will give her another chance to reach the championship. Since New York has not offered her an extension nor protected her as a core player, her best option may be Minnesota. While the Lynx are looking for a backup for star Courtney Williams, Vandersloot's good relationship with head coach Cheryl Reeve and the chance to win another championship could convince her to move to Minnesota. The big issue is the salary cap. Chicago has $923,625 available heading into next season, but they also have 6 open spots they need to fill to be a contender. With the right moves, the Sky can be a serious playoff contender, but their chances at a title are less clear. Can the team's front office entice veteran Vandersloot? Free agency is right around the corner, along with the answers. The Chicago Sky are ruining Angel Reese. We are now 3 seasons removed from the glory days of the Chicago Sky and their 2021 WNBA championship. Since then, there have been many questionable decisions made by management. Just recently, the Sky decided not to give a qualifying offer to Chennedy Carter, who is now set to be one of the most sought-after players in free agency. Carter is coming off a year where she averaged a career high in points per game, rebounds per game, steals per game, and field goal percentage. Yet no offer was made for Carter, the player 12th in the league in points per game and also top 3rd in the league in rebounds and assists. The ineptitude of management does not stop there. The Sky did make good drafting decisions this past season with picking up dominant post players in Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. However, their glaring weakness throughout the season was shooting. They had found an answer in Marina Mabrey. That was before they traded her mid-season to the Connecticut Sun for Rachel Banham and Moriah Jefferson, who went on to combine for 8 less points than Mabrey averaged by herself per game. While Mabrey was just 1 game away from making the WNBA Finals, the argument can be made that the Sky made this move to build around Reese and Cardoso, as they also acquired a pick swap for 2026 with Connecticut and Connecticut's 2025 second-round pick. However, with a roster as stacked as the Sun have, may make that 2026 pick swap pointless. The questionable off-season moves have been consistent for the past few years as well. Their 2021 Finals MVP Kahleah Copper was traded just before the 2024 draft. That pick did result in Cardoso, but they already had the 7th pick in the draft. Copper went on to be an Olympian in 2024, be the 3rd highest scorer in the league, and etch herself as top 3rd in the league in steals. That would be a bad enough track record by itself. But that is unfortunately not all the offseason woes for them. They also let Alana Smith and Courtney Williams walk in free agency heading into the 2024 season. They just went on to help lead the Minnesota Lynx to the WNBA Finals. Smith had her best season in 2024, where she averaged a career high in points, assists, steals, and blocks. not to mention the career-best 39.8% from the perimeter. Williams had a nice year averaging double-digit points, 5 assists, and her best average at the free throw line in 6 seasons at 81%. Click here to follow the author Alex Perez. So the Chicago Sky have the potential to have a promising future with many draft picks and Cardoso and Reese to build around.